did you record the guitar? Do you go direct in or do you mic it?
I just go straight into this mic.
Yeah,
this is the Shure SM7B microphone, and when I did all of my, I basically got whored out to writing sessions when I was in a band. I can't tell you how many writing sessions I did, but I found that the ones that were most successful were just holding this straight in, and most of the time it'd be like the first take. Like, and then that would be the take that we used, was like the first one from, because there was just an innocence and an excitement from whatever it is in the voice. Whereas when I'd write it and go in a booth or something, I don't know if it's something like in the moment or the pressure that especially because I wasn't comfortable in those situations at that moment in time. I'm not someone that's ever been comfortable as a singer because it's not my thing. Whereas when you get older, you're like, that's just not my thing. There are singers and they sing, but it doesn't mean my voice isn't cool. Because since then I've been a voiceover artist for 7 years that I get paid to talk. So I'm like, there's a quality to my voice that Gucci have used, that like Tesco's Mobile, from the two extremes to the other. But,
I was gonna say,
but there's something in it that tells a brand story that's interesting. So that's my job. And then but when you're a kid, you don't know that. So you're focusing in on what you can't do, and you're thinking about that. There I am in a booth thinking, oh, I'm not hitting this note. Whereas now I couldn't give a fuck. Like, does it sound cool? If it sounds cool, well then that's the take. And just having this, which is a brilliant all-round mic, it just adds that element of fun. Like, it's not laboured. It's just, and I think that's what it is. It's not laboured, so it feels more joyful every time you do it. So I record everything in that's why I'm enjoying this process of me doing everything, because it's not laboured. It brings the fun back to music. It doesn't. My first session I ever did was at Pinewood Studios, in the studio where they record all the James Bond music, because my route to getting there was I was at musical theatre college, and my teachers were musical theatre MDs, so musical directors. So they'd worked on films, like there was Newsy, which Christian Bale was in when he was a kid. It was like one of his first jobs. It was a Disney musical Christian Bale was in. So my teachers worked on that project before they become teachers. So their connections were in the film world. So when I was there going, oh, I've been writing these songs, and they were so supportive, because they were. It's amazing when you think back, but some adults can just see shit in people and just think like, this is important, I need to do something here. I don't know what it is, but I need to do something. And they hooked me up with the people that recorded the Newsy stuff, which since then just so happened to have gone on to work on James Bond and things like that. So they was like, we need to get you into a recording studio. I've got a friend that runs a recording studio. I didn't realise it was at Pinewood Studios, and it would be. But where I'm going with that is, it was fucking huge. So the cable went from my microphone. It was because they record orchestras in there. It's a full live room. The cable went from here into another thing, into another cable that probably went for about half a mile or something. The same with the microphone. So then we're each waiting to go in, standing there, like just microphone and guitar all plugged in. I'd never played to a click before. Everything was so intimidating that I was just there like it was so sort of pragmatic. It was, and like proper, that I guess ever since I've been wanting to run away to the complete opposite. So this now is like, it's just freedom. Because say you're here and you've got people miles away in a booth listening to everything you do. You can't go like, oh, you see that when I did that bum note again, I quite like the sound of that, can I do that again? Because there's too much pressure. Like a bum note wouldn't feel, it's not the perfect way. But art's not about being perfect. It's about being interesting. It's about telling a story. And there's nothing perfect in my life. So why would my music be perfect? It doesn't tell the story. If anything, it's the opposite. It's those bum notes in the guitar, because I'm not an incredible guitarist. I just like playing guitar for the joy it brings me. Each of them things in a song is part of my artistic journey. I have the confidence now to live with them, because if I hear a bum note on a song, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my imperfect journey. But if I was in with someone else, they would hear that as an imperfection, and then they might want to change it. There's I understand there's millions of different ways to tell the same story, but this is why I'm enjoying me telling the story myself.